guys, I'm joined by three special guests. So first of all, I have two of the Bonnyrigg Rose ladies players, Danny Manson and Alisa Boyle, and then we have Ryan Moffat, who is the coach and media at Bonnyrigg Rose. Thank you guys for joining me. And how are you guys today?
Good,
Yeah,
thanks, pal.
really good. Thank you.
Good,
Thanks for
yeah.
having us.
So the first question I have is, when did you start playing football, and then how did you get into it?
Do you want-
Yeah, I'll go first. I think I started playing at about 8 or 9 years old. I got into it because there was an active schools club that promoted girls football, and I think I just went along for a laugh, to be honest. And then I seemed to be able to play, so that's been me since I was about 8 or 9.
Mine's was I used to go watch my brother. I've got a twin brother play football, and they didn't have a goalie, so they chucked me in goals for about 2 months. Felt like so I was in goals, and then their coach asked me to come along, so I joined, and then must have been about 7 or 8 as well, I think.
You kept that quiet, Elsa, when we needed a goalie.
Goalie goal.
So the next question was, who was your first team?
Mine's was Hibs.
Mine's was Edinburgh South boys team. I didn't have boys team before.
So with the rise of the women's games, what has changed since you started?
I think for me personally, since I started at a pretty young age, I think the publicity of the game and even just the amount of players that are now and young girls that are starting when I was younger was really rare. I think I was the only girl maybe in my school that played football, whereas now you can see that it's so much bigger and there's so much more publicity and younger girls starting and coming through the ranks. So that's what sort of I've seen change anyway in the game.
Yeah, I've seen loads of young girls start from a younger age than most people I know that like most girls I know that started playing football. It's a lot like older compared to a lot of younger boys started when they were like 4 or 5, but I've seen loads of young girls start early as well, which is nice to see.
Then I've got, so before a game, have you got any pre-match superstitions, or is there just anything you need to do right? If not, you think the game's going to go bad?
You do that thing with your shin pads and your
Well,
socks. You don't put your
I
socks on
don't
properly.
think that's a superstition. I think I'm scared to get cramp in my calves. I take my shin pads off when we warm up and then I don't know, put them back in. I don't think I've got any pre-match superstitions. I think I don't know, rock up. As long as I've ate something that's healthy enough, that is good enough for me, I think. Otherwise, I'll probably have a shocker.
No, I've not got any. I don't think.
Just to
Who's
listen to
got,
your Shan playlist every Sunday we change it.
is there anyone else in the team that's got a superstition that you think is a bit different than others, or?
Um,
I don't know. I think they maybe keep it quiet if they do. Um, I can't think of any.
what's Ruth? What does Ruth do? What does she do with that thing?
What?
I don't know. I don't know. Ruth does something, but I can't remember.
Maybe. I have no idea. Obviously don't know them well enough. Only been playing with them for years.
What has been your favorite memory of playing football?
I think mine would be pretty recently in our last promotion game against Harmonero, getting promoted and I scored the fourth goal in that game. So pretty good memory for me.
I think it was last year in the Scottish away to Dunfermline. I think I scored probably the last time I scored. I quite like that game. To be fair, where we won.
Is there any meaning behind your squad numbers or anything, like why you chose that, or was it just that was what was there and you took it?
No, nothing behind mine.
Same with mine. I was when I first joined Bonnyrigg was given 20 or 21, I think. And then the next season I just took the lowest number that I could get. So not much meaning behind it, but I like the number 3.
Did you play any other sports growing up, or was football the one and only sport?
I used to do Irish dancing, so like complete polar opposite, but I was really, really good at it. I had cousins that done that. They were really good, and then I was just like also just really good at it. And I don't know what happened. I just completely left that and then started playing football maybe like a year or so after. That's been me since.
Nothing really outside the school. I've done a few in school. I was in cricket club in school, and but other than that, nah.
Danny, next time you
It's nothing
score,
that lasts long.
next time you score, Danny, I expect your goal celebration to be a wee Irish jig.
Irish jig. I'll do that, by the way. I still remember. I remember the moves.
So, as you said, you obviously got promoted. So, how do you think you guys, as a team, are settling into the league and personal level? How do you think you're getting on?
I think we're settling pretty well, to be honest. Maybe a couple teething issues with a couple of games, but overall, such a young squad and a big jump, and we're currently sitting fourth. Can't really ask for much more at this moment, and it's still very early in the league as well, so take it game by game, but I think we're settling pretty well.
Yeah, me too. I think it's a lot to do with the coaches as well. Like the belief they have in us. It's not like I don't know. I feel like if they think we can do it, we will try and do it. So I feel like it's been a big change if you think about it, but it doesn't really feel like a lot has changed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm. So, is the group like quite a tight-knit group, would you say? And like, is there any like kind of groups within the group kind of that you'd go out for a dinner, kind of like that sort of things?
Well, Ailsa was a karaoke leader a few weekends ago when all of us were out. Maybe she'll sing a song now, to be fair.
Maybe.
No, we're all pretty close knit. It's a really good bunch of girls, and we get on very well. And yeah, had a big team night out not too long ago, and I'm sure there'll be more near Christmas. But yeah, good squad. We all get on. Most of the time, we all get on.
Get another one near Christmas as long as you keep winning.
Have you got any ambitions for like the season ahead? Any like specific goals, personal level and as a team?
I would think personally, I just want to finish as high up the league as possible. I don't know. We'll sort of see where it goes. Like to put a stamp down as our first season in League One. Sort of continue to win games, not concede as many goals. But yeah, we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, just finish as high as we can. Maybe score a few more goals, get the goal difference a bit more. Just get a few more goals in.
Any advice for girls that are wanting to get into football? Like, what would you say to them?
I would probably say just hard work. It's hard work on the pitch, it's hard work off the pitch, it's determination, and also just to play for enjoyment. If you don't enjoy it, then you're not going to get as much out of it. So play for it to make yourself happy really at the end of the day. Ailsa?
Any words of wisdom there, Elsa?
Sorry, my phone glitched there. Yeah, just play to enjoy it. I don't think it'd be if you want to play football, just make sure you actually want to do it and you're willing to put in the hard work and the time because it does take a lot of time up playing football. So
Have you got any like favorite quotes for anyone that's struggling maybe with a setback and just kind of maybe a quote that you quite like as on a personal level?
I would say just sort of nothing that's worth having will come easy. Just sort of going back to that hard work and determination and whatnot. But you have to put the effort in. So yeah, just sort of think about that if I'm not having a great day or a great game or whatnot.
I don't really know about quotes, but I hear it a lot at training. If you make a mistake, it's like practice. So don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Mhm. What's the best piece of advice you've been given when playing football?
I would say just play with belief. You've got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself at the end of the day, why would anybody else on the team or whatnot? So yeah, just sort of go out on the pitch, believe in yourself, be brave.
Yeah, your dad says quite a lot, near enough every game. Have confidence, like in yourself. Like it's always the same. It's what is it that he says? Believe in your own ability. I think that's a good one to take onto the pitch.
Mhm.
I think we have to.
So,
I think we have to remind a lot of you girls of that quite a lot. We've got a really talented squad, but sometimes I think the girls need to believe in their ability a wee bit more.
Yeah, just a bit more confidence and whatnot. But
Mhm.
go a long way.
So obviously you're a few games into the season, still plenty more to go. How has the season gone for you guys individually?
I mean, individually, I feel like I've had a good start to the season. Personally, I've got a couple sort of player of the matches and whatnot, so I'd quite like to keep that up. But even just sort of seeing where we're at the moment, we're sitting fourth, not too far behind third. So I think it's maybe not as went as well as possible. But then, like I said, teething issues and whatnot, that was always bound to happen. But still very early days, so sitting in quite a good, hopefully comfortable position that we can push forward with.
For me, it's been a bit of a slow start, I think, but hopefully I just finding your feet a bit, and time will tell.
And the last kind of question, big kind of personal question would be, what would you guys say, what more can be done for the women's game to grow? Obviously, we've kind of seen the growth happen more and more, but do you think there's anything that can be the big difference in it?
To be honest, probably a bit of a tough question because I feel like at the moment there is so much exposure around the women's game, so it's hard to tell what would actually push it forward more. So I feel like we're going in a very good sort of positive direction with that. So yeah, probably hard to comment on what would change it and what would grow it more. I think we are going at a sort of decent pace, as you've seen with like the Women's World Cup and whatnot. Um, Personally, I think there's sort of a lot of positive exposure around the game right now compared to even a few years going back. And like I said earlier, from when I started playing football until now, there's a lot more encouragement for girls to take up the sport. Whereas when I started, I don't even know why I started, to be honest. So it's obviously got a lot better now.
Yeah, when I started, I didn't know any women footballers. I only people that really like famous people look up to were men, and I feel like a lot of like young girls have a lot of especially with the World Cup, players to look up to that are similar to them, which is good. So I think the pace that we are going at is only going to get better for women's football, which is good. So I don't know if there is anything more, maybe more media attention. They're getting a lot, but um, a bit more support at the games and stuff. But I feel
Yeah.
like it's you.
No, I was just gonna you
Oh,
finish off. I was gonna say something else, but you go.
no, I think I'm done.
But even just like with ourselves, obviously, like as a ladies squad, like we've got Ryan who takes control of all the media and puts a lot of time and effort into it, which has as a club got us a lot of attention. So even things like that with sort of smaller clubs and so on, it's hard. It's hard to get people that want to put in the sort of commitment, but it does pay off at the end of the day. So even things not as a sort of like I don't know worldwide thing or whatnot, but for like clubs at our level and so on, it really helps having people that want to put the time and effort in to get more exposure for our sort of games and our level of football.
You guys mentioned like the World Cup and stuff. Obviously, England winning the Euros and doing all right in the World Cup. I think ever since that, there's been a lot more. It seems like it's grown the game. So hopefully, maybe if Scotland can I'm not saying they're going to go and win the World Cup or that, but if they can qualify for a major tournament and do quite well, then it might, from within our country, within Scotland, it might hopefully encourage more people to take up the game, and you might see it grow even more. You're seeing games on Sky Sports, like you've seen Old Firm games on Sky Sports, or Celtic Rangers against Glasgow City, and you're seeing a lot more of the women's games, like the highlights are on BBC every week, so that sort of thing's grown it as well, which is good.
Yeah.
So these sort of questions is more about the squad specifically. So the first one would be, who would you least want to be stranded on an island with, and why?
Alexis. Just too much in your year.
But I can't think. I would probably go Alexis as well. I think she would moan more than trying to help us get off the island, to be honest. She would just plank herself on the ground, and that would be her. Hope she doesn't watch
it. Who's the loudest in the squad?
Who's the loudest?
On the pitch, or out with a match?
Both.
Amy Dilworth and you probably, Danny, on the pitch, I'd say.
Yeah.
Probably can't repeat the words that you say on the pitch on here as well.
Mine aren't too bad.
Yeah,
Amy D's a little bit soft.
I don't know who really. Amy Horn's quite loud at training. Depends how she's feeling.
Yeah, I think my vote goes to Amy D, just for the language that she screams. It's wild.
Who acts shy, but they're the complete opposite?
Alisa.
I don't act shy.
Yeah, you do. You seem really timid, and then once she's standing next to you, she will not shut up. And also, we could pull out some karaoke videos and stitch into this. And we'll show the world.
I'd say Caitlin Lowe.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't think I'm shy. I don't think I.
No, you don't.
Maybe a bit nervous.
Yeah, you're like a little.
Once you come out your shell, you're a riot.
Aye.
So this is the kind of two questions in one. So who has the best music taste and who has the worst music taste?
Worst music?
You can't even say that it's me, because I've been in your car. I've got the same music taste as you, but they don't let me put that on.
Right, well, that's true. Well, you can go for worst in the changing room, and then if you've got the same taste as me, both of us can also go for the best.
Yeah, well, I'll take that. And
worst changing room they can do in Alexis. And actually, maybe Jodie, because Jodie's taking a look at it, and to be honest, I don't know. Someone needs to tell you.
I took Jodie's phone on Sunday and put music on, and they were all saying that was good music, and they were giving it to Jodie, and I was like, no, I'm not actually having it. It was me.
That's what she's up to, clearly.
I don't know if you've seen Abby, but we've started a thing where the girls are picking their top 5 songs for their match day playlist. So Jodie went first last week. I think Lauren's going to do it this week. So we're creating a big team playlist. So that might give us a wee bit of an indicator as to whoever follows us on the socials can be a judge whose music taste is the best and the worst. Yes, we're slating Jodie's there. She was the first to put the 5 songs on the playlist, and I actually thought they were pretty decent.
I never knew it was a thing, actually, so get me on it, and I'll be.
She doesn't play them, though. She'll say good songs. But
I know none of these songs she's ever put on in the changing rooms. The ones in the changing rooms give me a sore head sometimes. Sorry, Jodie. Love you.
Who's most likely to be a millionaire and why?
Everyone. Maybe you or Chelsea.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm taking that. I've got belief in myself, so maybe me. Apart from that,
Amy, nah. No.
Whoever puts the best lottery ticket numbers on at this point in time because I cannot see it
I
happening.
know.
Who's been to university? Aaron Rodgers,
Jodie.
Jodie.
Yeah, maybe.
Is
No, I
that
don't.
it? Oh, you went to uni, did you not?
No, I decided not to go, so we'll take that as I could have.
Yeah,
So
Danielle.
that's all the questions I've got for the moment. But if it's okay with Ryan to go through the fixtures that you guys have got coming up, obviously your home ground is Bolton Hall. I'm hopefully going to the game on the 19th. But obviously this might help with Edinburgh's teams in the SNPL, and one and two are away, then they can always come to your games, or if they just decide to come along to the game, it's always good to know when they are.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem, pal. So, we've got a game this Sunday at home at Bolton Hall, as you said. We're playing in the second round of the Scottish Cup against Giffnock. So we won our first round tie against BSC Glasgow, so we got drawn against Giffnock at home. So that's a big opportunity for us to get through to the third round, and obviously in that round, your big teams then come into that. So your Celtic, Rangers, Hearts, Hibs, etc. So it's a big opportunity for us to get through and get a decent draw there. After that, the week after, on Sunday the 12th, we've got a short trip to Meadowbank. I believe it's Meadowbank that the game will be at to play Edinburgh, Caledonia. So an away game, but a relatively short trip there. And then the one that you mentioned, the Airdrie game, so that's the following week. So that's on Sunday the 19th of November, and that's Airdrie at Bolton Hall. So another home game there if anybody wants to come along. If anyone's looking at the fixture lists, you may see that we're scheduled to play Stenhousemuir on the 26th at home, but I believe that game will get rescheduled because the League Cup is on that weekend and Stenhousemuir are still in the League Cup. So I think obviously that game will take priority over the league fixtures. So I think that one will get rescheduled. But yeah, so we've got those 3 games in November. Actually put up on the socials just like the 3 November fixtures and the dates and stuff. The home games generally kick off at 1:30. So it's 1:30 kick off this weekend. And yeah, generally all our home games kick off at 1:30. And then we've just got the one fixture in December, just the 3rd of December, we're away to St Mirren. And then obviously that's when the league sort of takes a break over the winter and then we're back in on January. So yeah, if anybody wants to come along to Bolton Hall, as I said, 1:30 generally the kickoffs, and we've got a big Scottish Cup tie this weekend. So any support would be much appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. If anyone who's watching this get along to a game, follow them on the socials. Brilliant group of girls, and obviously the staff are amazing as well. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have this. So yeah, just get following all their socials, and thank you guys for joining me. It's been great to have you on my channel.
That's okay. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks very much, Abby.
Okay, bye.